my kitchen, and this is Stephanie, and I thank you so much for coming. I really do. I want to always let you know that I do appreciate everything you guys do, and you come and you share and you like, and I love it. So thank you so much. Today I'm going to do a baked stuffed apple recipe. And in preparing to do this, I already cored out the apples. Now they're turning a little brown, but it's okay because it's still going to go in your stomach. And I did add a little bit of lemon juice to it, but it still turns a little brown. But it really doesn't matter because it's all going down the way it's supposed to go down. And also in preparing this, I have a cup of rolled oats, a cup of Quaker oats, whatever, but oats, oatmeal. And I have also a cup of brown sugar. I have the dark brown sugar because that's all I have in the house. You can use light brown sugar. So, I mean, light brown sugar is what they suggest, but I'm going to use what I have. So that is dark brown sugar, and it's 1 cup. And I'm going to use this is 6 tablespoons of butter. Not melted, but softened butter. So I softened it, tablespoons full. I need, I need 1/3 of a cup of flour. Here's the flour, and I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup in here. So, which is going to bind this thing together. This is kind of making a crumble. So, I got about 1/3. Not 1/3. 1/3 of a cup. Here we go. That's enough. 1/3 of a cup. So after that, I need let's see, what else am I missing? I need some apple pie spice. Now you can use allspice, cinnamon, and some nutmeg. Same difference, but it's all together. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of this in here. And I will be telling you guys at the video at the bottom what I've been using to do this. So I put some of that in, which smells really, really good. And I need some pecans. The pecans are supposed to be a cup to a cup and a half, or however many pecans you want to put in here. That's what it really comes down to also. So you just open this up. And I know me, I like pecans. You're going to sprinkle some pecans up in here. And that is definitely at least a cup, maybe a cup and a half, cup and a quarter, a cup and a third. But it's enough. It's enough for me. And you want to chop up your pecans, or you want to get them chopped, or you want to get them in bite size. And this happens to be pecan chips that I bought this way. But, you know, you can get whole pecans and just chop it up. You know, and you got kids, they can chop it up for you. You don't got to do it yourself. So that's like no, what else do I need? I also need some vanilla, and you know, you can put in maybe a tablespoon, but I'm going to eyeball what I'm going to put in. And I like vanilla, so vanilla is going in. And we're also going to use a little bit of almond extract because almond has a good taste. So I'm going to use a little bit of that in here also. Just a little splash. So that the almond going in. Now, let's see, I got the oats, I got the brown sugar, I got the pecans, I got the apple pie spice, I got the vanilla and the almond, and I got the flour, and yes, I need some apple cider or apple juice here, really. And it's, yeah, sparkling apple grape juice. And I know, you know what, I'm going to use this. So what that does, you have to put that at the bottom of your my pan right here. I have a pan right here, and I got to put it in the bottom of the pan. So, but I'm going to do that after, you know, after I get the apples in there. My oven just went off. It is on 375, so it's going to be ready to go. This is fall, so we're going to just get busy. Okay, so I have washed my hands, and because I got to get my hands up in here. So what I'm doing now is get your hands in here. So you just want to move it all around. Get it all mushy. It smells really good. You know, this is a dessert, I guess, but you could also eat this for breakfast because oatmeal and, you know, apples, and why can't you eat that for breakfast? You know, but in a dessert, you can hook it up a little bit more. So I think this is going to be really, really good. I happen to have videos. I'm going to do a video on how I hook up my oatmeal, because that's how I like to eat my oatmeal. But you just want to get this crumble together. That's really all you want to do. And I got it here. What I'm going to do is move it out the way as I get ready to show you how to core the apple. Okay then. I don't know if you guys can see my little board. I love this little board. I just got this thing engraved and it's so pretty. I like it. I hope you all like it too. This is my little treat to myself. So I'm going to take this apple. I have already done this apple stuff to the apples already here, but you know, in the interest of time, but you need a good knife. This is a paring knife and I used it on those. So I'm going to use my paring knife right now on this last one. This is really sharp. This is a Cutco knife, by the way. These are really, really good knives. You should probably check into them because you always need a good set of knives, and this is a really good one. So what I'm doing, and you've got to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to cut like just around the edges until you get the core out. So cutting this right here. So you see how I cut it around the edge just so I can loosen the stem. And you wobble it in and out so that you can get it in. Okay, got it out. Got it out. So that's what we want to do. We want to get it out. And you see how that looks inside. And what I'm trying to do, of course, you know there's seeds in there. So I'm trying to get to the seeds at the bottom. So I carve it out as much as I can until I get there. Now, you could use a spoon, help you do this. But this knife is sharp, and this knife is really doing a good job. But you must be careful because this is a really sharp knife. So you really need to be careful when you're doing it. But honestly, that's the best way to use a knife. It needs to be sharp, because if it's dull, actually, that's how it really gets you. That's how it really gets to you. So as you're doing this and all this, and you're carving out all this nice apple, and you know, you can actually eat a piece like that. And this apple is delicious. What you want to do is get that core out as best that you can. You want to get it all out. And let's see, here we go. And but whatever you do, you don't want to get to the bottom. You don't want to get that far down. So you just want to get out everything without going all the way to the bottom. And you really want to get the seeds out. So that is what I seem to have done here. You guys can see that I got most of it out. I'm going to go around a little bit just to give me a little bit more room and have a little apple to put the stuffing in. So I'm going to take a little out like that. I'm telling you one thing. It's a really good apple. I got Fuji here. I got Gala's here. And I got Granny Smith apples here. And why waste it when it's so good? So, I could sprinkle a little lemon on here, but I don't know. I don't need to. And it doesn't bother me, so as long as it's not bothering me, and we all gonna eat it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, my next thing to do is stuff these things. So I'm going to take them over here. Also, I'm going to pour just a little of this in the bottom. So, because it needs some, whether you put water in here, apple cider, whatever you want to do, it needs a little water to make steam when it's cooking. So, why not use that? So here we go. Got it all together, and I'm going to stuff them with my hands. And the kids could have a good time with this. Stuff them in. It doesn't matter if some goes in the bottom. It's all good. You want to stuff these apples up with this stuffing. That's what you want to do. You know, when this is finished, you can have some with some ice cream. You can have some with, some caramel syrup on it. You can have some with some maple syrup on it. You can have it without the ice cream. You can have it any way you want, any kind of way you want. But you want it to get in here. Okay, so looks like we're doing good. You want it stuffed, and I got just enough for these apples. Actually, I'm gonna even take some that fell and stick them in the middle. So, and anything else, it don't matter if it fell or not, it's going in. So, these things are going in. So, what you want to do, and these apples happen to sit nice, but if they didn't sit nice, you always cut the bottom down right here a little so they'll sit flat like you want them to. So, that's that. They're all in here. They're all working well. And I'll wash my hands one more time. My oven went off, and I'm going to stick it in the oven. And then we're going to stick it in there for maybe 35, 40 minutes. And we'll be back when it's done, and I'll show you what they look like. And I'll show you what else you can probably do with them if you want to. Okay? But hold on. I'm trying to do live streams on Sundays at around between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we're in New York. So 5 to 10 p.m. I'm trying to 5 to 6 p.m. in that time frame. I'm trying to make my breakfast and show you guys how I'm cooking. If you'd like to come on, please come on and say hi. Please say, hey, Steph. I would really, really appreciate it if you do that. And now, in they go. Now I put this, I don't usually just throw my aluminum pans in there without something on the bottom. So that's why I got this little pizza pan. And I'm going to throw it in my oven. Yep. It's gone in the oven. And it is going to stay in for about 35, 40 minutes. I'm going to stick a knife in to make sure it's, the apples are done. So I'm going to stick a little knife in it to make sure, and then we'll be back. But I'll show you what they look like when they come out. I'm going to set my timer on the oven, and I will be back. Now remember, I use my oven again because it's fall. It's a little cool, so I can turn the oven on. But I don't like turning the oven on when it's hot. So, but I do get back to my oven at times, and this is one of those times. And the house is going to smell marvelous. Just because it is fall. So, one of my favorite times of the year. Hello, everybody. I am back from my little break while it's baked, and this is baked stuffed apples, and they look marvelous. They look really, really, really good, and they were in the oven maybe about 50 minutes. So I wanted to make sure they were really, really done. All you had to do is just stick a fork in the side, and you can see they were done. So that's what I kind of did, and I'm going to actually slide. This has been sitting out also for about 10 minutes because I did not want to eat them while it was that hot, so I moved it over. So I got a little plate, and I'm going to take an apple, and I think I'm going for this apple right here. Right out of there. And you see all the juices that came? You see all the juices that come from the that I left out of there? You can actually just scoop them all up, stick them all on the top, and have a good time with that, you know? Put it all on the top. But what I'm doing right now, I'm going to take a little bit of this from the side. It's cooler now. I'm going to stick it all in here for just because. Okay, I'm going to cut it open right down the middle. Now nice and toasty. It cuts like butter. Look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at that? That looks so good. That looks so good. I don't know what it tastes like yet. But I'm going to taste it. But not before I do a little extra. This is some caramel. And I'm going to put a little caramel right over it. See that? Look at that. Look at that. You guys want to have something to eat? You want a little dessert? I mean, I guess as healthy as it could get because it got some apples and oatmeal. Now it's dessert. But if you didn't put this caramel on it, or ice cream like I'm about to do, this would be actually, you know, I would say that this would be a good, you know, breakfast. You can eat it for breakfast. It's an apple and it's oatmeal and pecans. I mean, really, that's what it is. So that's what I would do. I can have some of that, but not when we having this for a little dinner, a little dessert. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of ice cream on here. Not that, I'll put a little bit more ice cream. And this ice cream is butter pecan. So yeah, I'm gonna use a little butter pecan on here. I'm gonna put it right there. There we go. That is some butter pecan ice cream. And actually, I'm gonna put a little bit more caramel on top of the butter pecan. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that. I think that's gonna be great. So, now we're going to take the fork and the knife and we're going for it. So I'm going to take a piece of that. It's cut like butter. And before I even have some ice cream with it, I'm just going to have the oatmeal with it. And I'm going to tell you guys how it tastes. This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm going for a second bite because this is good. And it's not mushy. The apple's not mushy. It's just, it cuts like butter. It really cuts really like butter. It's not it got a snap to it, but it's not mushed up. So this is very nice. Now I'm telling you, you won't want to do this just because, every day, but why not? It's fall. Have some baked apples, some baked stuffed apples. Why don't you? And have some ice cream with it. Wonderful. So, everybody, sorry for talking with my mouth full, but thank you for coming into my kitchen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for everything you do for me. And watch out, because on Sundays, not every Sunday, but most Sundays, you're going to catch me doing a stream. So if you want to see me again and you want to say hi, do that at that time. All right, everyone. I'll see you later. Have a good one.